Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your December 2017 forecasts. And this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Thank you for joining me. As always, keep in mind these are general readings, so they're not going to apply to everyone or not in the same way. Watch your Moon and Rising sign readings for additional messages and for private readings, or if you want to look at the specials currently running, you find the links in the description box below as always. So let's have a look at what is going on here for you, Virgo, in the month of December 2017. For some of you, I feel that health is a focus, or you're changing your career and going into healthcare. Also resolutions in terms of legal situations also coming up. I feel that something that has been previously stalled is finally coming through in the month of December, okay? So at the bottom of the deck is your overall energy. We have the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups is really, it's a very positive card. It's happily ever after. Of course, it can indicate spending time with family. It is, the holiday season. But this can also talk about starting a family. This could talk about getting that proposal or getting married. Maybe, you were unable to for whatever reason, and now it's finally possible for you, okay? You get a green light with it. So marriage is on the mind for some of you in December. Family on the mind as well. This is reaching your goal, an important goal that you had. This is really seeing it come true, seeing it come all together. It can also be spending time on decorating your home, or even moving to a new place and spending time decorating that, making it your home, okay? Making a house a home is also something that I'm getting with this. It can also indicate ending something that has been familiar and comfortable to you for a long time. It's a choice that you're making to end it, okay? Because it's a happy thing, it's a happy event, it's a celebration, because you have something new that you want to work on, that you want to focus on, okay? In your current situation, as you come into the month, we do have the Ace of Wands. So for some of you, the Ace of Wands with the Ten of Cups, it does talk about finding out someone's pregnant or someone giving birth. For others of you, this is about a new job opportunity. So maybe you're changing careers altogether. For some, this will involve relocation with this Ace of Wands. It can also indicate a focus on your health and well-being, really taking charge of your health, letting go of some bad habits. And this is physical exercise, this is physical training, this is discipline, this is routine, because you see the benefits of it and you want to keep it going, okay? So you could be making bigger changes to your exercise plan, to your diet plan, to keep this new path going, okay? It can also indicate, it can talk about new love in your life as well. And this is the beginning stages, and it's the fun stages. It's the laughter, the fun, the spontaneity, okay, the passionate stages with the Ace of Wands as well. And that's how you're starting off the month. So that's really good. What's going to help or hinder you? We have the Hierophant. So for some of you, it is a situation that has to do with family. For some, this may even be about, I want to do things properly. There's a pregnancy involved now, so I want to get married. I want to do things the right way, the traditional way. Tradition is important to you, to some of you. For others of you, this is about experiencing pressure or delays because you're dealing with the government. You're dealing with government institutions, and everything is basically at a standstill in the month of December. And so you have something new, but you have to wait for it. You have something new, but you have to kind of wait until you can really properly get started with it. Could also be traveling to see family, and there's a lot of rules and regulations that you need to comply with for you to be able to do that. Education is also important. For some of you, I do feel that either you're changing your course of study altogether, or you're changing your career and actually going back to study, going back to school, or getting a degree, a qualification that's in a different field compared to something that you've been doing, okay? So pay special attention to rules and regulations, and doing things by the book, following the rules to a T is very important in the month of December. If you're going to ensure best chances for success, okay? Especially if you're dealing with corporations, institutions, government, and even family, okay? If you're dealing with, or if you're spending time with your elders in the month of December, it's really important that you pay attention to tradition and you show them the proper respect, okay? I feel that that may be a conversation there as well. And the foundation for why things are this way, we have the Three of Wands. So with the Three of Wands, this is something that you've always been thinking about, but you never really followed up on it. You never really looked into it. It is a passion of yours. It's something you're excited about, okay? And you've sent out, for some of you, you've sent out resumes. You've sent out letters of intent. You have started talking to people, put the intention out there. Or you've been working on your manifestation and affirmation, so you've again set the intention out into the universe, and it's come back to you. So that's why you have this fresh start, okay? This can indicate a bit of a restlessness that you've been experiencing for a few months or even a couple of years for others of you, where you wanted more, you wanted something different, you wanted to travel, you wanted to move, you wanted to try a different career, you wanted to expand your horizons to see what else is out there, okay? And you're finally getting to do that at this time. In the past, we have the Page of Swords. So with the Page of Swords, for some of you, this talks about holding back, you know, because you weren't fully fulfilled by what it was that you were focused on, whether that's a relationship or a job or a project or whatever it was. You were doing it for other people, or you were doing it out of a sense of obligation. So you were always holding back, you know, because you did the best you could, don't get me wrong. You were involved 100%, but you weren't, your heart wasn't fully in it, okay, if that makes sense. And so now you get to do something that your heart is fully in, okay, if that makes sense. The Page of Swords, for those of you, can indicate something that you have started to look into or to study a while ago, and it was cut short, okay? You had to change your options, you had to change your mind, you had to leave it, you had to go to do something else. And now you're restarting that, so that's really cool. This can also indicate legal communication that has gone cold. So again, dealing with, for some of you, I hear armed forces, so I don't know if that's about an application for you to join the armed forces, I don't know. But army, armed forces, government institutions, something that you may have applied for, or something you may have started, something that was initiated and you're part of it, and it just went quiet for a while. It's now restarting, okay? In your crowning thoughts, we have the Three of Swords. With the Three of Swords, you're a little bit conflicted. Now, for some, it's just a simple matter of you have your fresh start, but you have to wait for it. Or you have your fresh start, but there's a lot of rules that come with it. You have your fresh start, but there's a lot of things that you need to be disciplined about, okay? And so it's a little bit of a bittersweet type of energy, and that's all that is. It's a conflict. For others of you with the Three of Swords, this can talk about separation, distance is what I'm getting. So you're thinking about how you feel, okay, about a separation that you're about to go through with, or leaving a job, or leaving a group of people, or leaving something that you've been familiarized with and it's been comfortable and easy for you. Changing things. It's another three, okay? So again, about growth and expansion. And it's almost like, yes, I want to do this and I'm happy and hopeful and excited about it, but at the same time, a lot of things are changing, and I need to know what I'm doing. I need to know where I stand if I'm going to, you know, kind of feel comfortable about this, okay? So there's an element of a bit of discomfort as you're finding your footing through the changes, especially since you either have to follow someone else's rules, or you need to come up with your rules. You need to come up with rules with routines, with a set way of doing things, so that you can feel better about what you're doing, because that will make you feel like, okay, I'm on the right track with this. I'm doing things the proper way, so I know it's going to work. I know I'm doing the right thing. It can also be a bit of longing, maybe for a family, someone you haven't seen in a long time. It could also be a little bit of disappointment, and again, I get because of a wait time, because there's a wait time between you get something that you go forward with, and then you have to wait for it, okay? And there's a bit of wait time, and that wait time is a little bit uneasy for you, okay? Is what I'm getting with that Three of Swords. For others of you, this is about reminiscing, going back to old ideas, old plans you had that you can now go back to, you know, take them out of that box in the attic and give them a fresh start, give them a polish, and just apply them now, okay, is what I'm getting with that. And it can also be, you know, some conversations that you're going to be having that you're thinking about, and you're not sure how the other person's going to take it, or how people are going to take it. It could just be that, because it's a big thing, it's a big decision that you're making at this time, and it's a big change that you're making at this time. In your near future, so around mid-month, we have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords here, for some of you, it is a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. This person may be coming into your life, or this is an institution, again, police, armed forces, medical professionals as well. You may have an interview with this person, you get news from this person, you have a hearing, okay, you go see a judge, you have to go to the hearing. You have to make a statement. You have to fill out paperwork, okay, that this person is handing you. It's also about finding a mentor or a teacher. So again, for some of you, you're going back to education. Further, this is your energy, where you're researching, you're studying on your own, you're focused, you're driven, you're dedicated, you're committed to what you're doing. Around mid-month, and you get some sort of good news about that, okay, is what I'm getting with this. This is fairness, this is getting something that you deserve. Could also be about the past, okay, again, a situation that is now revisited, anything to do with legality, and either things are set right, or you get what you deserve out of that situation, and it's settled, okay? In the position representing you, we do have the Queen of Cups. So with the Queen of Cups, this is you looking at what you love to do. This is you looking at what you're passionate about. This is you looking at, what am I good at? What are my skills? What are my gifts? Okay, what do I want to do? And for some of you, this is about looking at healing professions that you would like to pursue at this time. Whether that is, you know, physical healing or emotional healing or mental healing, so therapy, counseling, energy healing, energy work, holistic therapy, or actually, you know, going to school. And for some of you, this is about becoming certified. I don't know what the profession is actually called. It's first responder, is it? Where you... Yeah, I think it's a first responder, and I get CPR, something to do with CPR, okay, that you're looking into. And it's also about studying, deepening your knowledge, looking closer at things. In your environment, we have the Magician. So with the Magician, again, this can indicate a Gemini around you. And this is about having a conversation, having conversations, laying it all out on the table, having an honest conversation. So it may be that a situation where you may have held back in the past, you know, not wanting to hurt someone's feelings, you have that conversation, you clear things up so that everyone knows where they stand, and you get to move forward from that. For others of you, this is about opportunities being placed in front of you, being put on the table. Again, I get study, degrees, qualifications, developing your skills, polishing your skills, getting certified is also what I'm getting here, okay? New beginnings, though. In the month of December, you're getting ready. It could be that you have this idea, or you were accepted, or you got a job offer, but you have to wait because, you know, it's the holidays and blah, blah, blah. And you have to wait till next year to actually start it, okay, because it's a 1. And it could be that that's what's going on, okay? But this is definitely getting ready for a new beginning that's going to be in your life, okay? A situation that's going to be in your life for a long time. It's something that you want to do. It's something that you're excited about. You are motivated by this. You feel like you have found your calling. It's your baby. It's your project, okay, with this energy. In practice also comes up here in whichever way that applies. In your hopes and fears, we have the Justice card. So when the Justice card shows up for you, especially in the hopes and fears section, it's reassuring you that you're on the right track. It's reassuring you that you're doing the right thing, that this is your karma. This is part of your path. You're on the right track with things. So keep it up, okay, and trust yourself. So it's just that reassurance. For others of you, again, legal wins with this energy, paperwork coming through, contracts coming through, settlements coming through, ending any sort of legal situation like disputes or anything like that, okay? It is happening, and it can be in December or very early on next year because of Mercury retrograde, okay? There may be some delays, but it's coming, okay? Justice is on your side. Karma, fate is supporting you. You're doing the right thing. Keep it up. What you're doing is divinely guided. It is part of your fated path. So don't doubt yourself. Don't fear things. Don't turn back. Just keep going, okay? Just embrace what you're doing because it's awesome. Again, teaching, becoming a lawyer or a legal advisor, dealing with data, information, confidential information, privileged information, okay, for some of you is definitely part of your new path here. And it could also be medical files in that, okay? In your outcome, we have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess, you have the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups in your reading. So that just tells you that, again, you're supported in this new path. And it's also about a very strong focus on learning, self-development, healing, spirituality, teaching, guiding, acquiring knowledge, tests, exams that you are more than ready for, okay? Developing your skills, developing new skills, and turning something that has always been a gift that you have into what you do, okay, is also coming up here as well. So a pretty big month, transformative month, okay, for a lot of you with this energy. For some of you, you're retiring and you're just venturing off in a complete different direction. You're retiring and you decide to travel. You're retiring and you decide to move to a different country. For others of you, you're changing careers altogether. Again, looking into education, armed forces, medicine, healing of any kind. That's a very big thing here for you. Working on self-development, professional development, starting something new that's your idea, that has always been a passion, that will go very well for you. You may make things official, so you're starting a business maybe and you're making it official, you're registering it with the right institutions and all of that. Whatever doubt you have, put it aside. Put it aside. This is an awesome month to go for what you want, okay? We're going to clarify this King of Swords and the High Priestess. If for some of you you're going through a divorce, you already know that it truly is for the better. For others of you, this is about a divorce being finalized. It's been dragged out and it's finally over in the month of December. For others of you, this is about... It's too many cards. Choosing to be on your own because you want to learn about yourself. You want to develop yourself. But it's all your choices and it's all about what you really want to do. And that's what you're doing in December. So it's awesome. See? The Star, Temperance, and the Page of Cups. Okay, that's with the King of Swords. So the Star is a wish come true, a yes answer. The Temperance means there's a little bit of a wait time. Page of Cups means you get an offer, you have that conversation, you get that promise, but there's a bit of a wait time in between, okay, from where you get the promise and then you can actually start with it. But it is a dream come true. There's also an Aquarius individual that's significant here. This person may come in to your life. This person may come in from your past with Mercury retrograde. There may have been a separation, there may be a breakup, or just a lack of communication. And now they're trying to come back and explain themselves and offer you an explanation, or offer you in terms of tell you how they feel about you, or talk about getting back together with this energy here as well. Weigh up your options and do what's best for you, okay? But the energy there with the Star card and the Temperance card is for healing, okay? So whatever gives you peace of mind, brings you healing, health and happiness, that's what you go for in the month of December, okay? Also, travel, distancing yourself from your loved ones, but it's a choice because it's what you feel you need to do at this time. Following your own star, following your own dream, your own inspiration is what's going on here for you as well. The Nine of Swords, don't hold yourself back and don't overthink things. Also, you're dealing with fated energy, so there's not always going to be a clear-cut promise, confirmation, guarantee that, yeah, you're doing the right thing. Sometimes you need to go on faith and how you feel in your heart, and you need to trust those instincts, okay? Especially with the Queen of Swords and the High Priestess in your reading, all right? You have the Justice card. That's your clear-cut sign. That's your guarantee. That's your promise, you know, that you are walking a fated path, and it is for your highest good, and you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing, okay? Clarify the High Priestess here for you. Ace of Cups, Four of Rods, Five of Pentacles. So, a new path. For some of you, it involves doing volunteer work, charity work, helping the less fortunate, joining or starting to work for a clinic or a free clinic or anything like that, doing healing work for free or very, very cheap, okay, so that everyone can afford it. But it is a new job with that. It's a new path. It's a new career. That is something that you love to do, and you will be fulfilled by it, emotionally as well as financially, okay? You will have abundance from this. So you've made your choices. You've made your choices, and they're the right choices for you, okay? Being selfless, especially if you're going into a healing profession, or where you help people, or where you heal them, or where you protect them, being selfless that way and working towards the greater good will bring you abundance, okay? Your cup will run over, okay? So that's awesome. That's really, really beautiful. I love that for you. You have an amazing reading, okay? You have an amazing reading. And again, we're looking at pregnancies, a focus on family, starting a family, getting married if that's your dream, overcoming isolation, overcoming loneliness, overcoming difficulty with finding your place or feeling at home. You have a new beginning that will work wonders for you, okay? So we just have to do your overall advice. We have the rattlesnake. The experiences that you're presently going through are an initiation into fulfilling your purpose as a healer. So what more do you want? So this is a direct message, okay, for I feel for a lot of you. Let me know, comment down below, okay? Let me know how this applies to you. But I feel a lot of you are looking into becoming a healer, either professionally, being qualified as a healer of any kind, or where you help heal people, okay? You're there more for people. You're trying to help, you're trying to be more supportive, you're doing volunteer work, you're working with charities, anything like that. You do have a fresh start, because this is also about regeneration. This is also about shedding an old skin and coming out as a new you with this energy. Regeneration, reinventing yourself also comes up here. You may have taken a detour, but you're now where you need to be. You are now where you are meant to be, is what I'm getting with this. Okay, so you may have had something that you were very passionate about, but it wasn't the right time for it, so you had to put it aside and do something that was more safe, smart, reliable, whatever you want to call it. And so you took a detour, you went a different direction, and you may have felt like this dream was lost. You're now coming back to it. You're being given a second chance with it. So that's amazing. That's awesome, okay? So follow your heart, follow your dreams. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're meant to do. Embrace it and run with it, truly, okay? So that is your reading. It's really one of the most beautiful readings that I've done so far. I really hope the messages help. Let me know what the cards talk about for you, if you're dealing with these energies, if the cards apply to you at this time. If things don't make sense to you right now, if you're watching it early December, give it a few days or a week or so and then watch it again. Things will start to make more sense, okay? You'll get a different perspective by then because the energy will have time to shift. But yeah, I hope the messages help. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for all your support throughout the year. Have a wonderful Christmas and a fantastic new year. You're on your way to a fantastic new year. I'm wishing you the best of luck with everything, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Take care.